Alright. First and foremost, we're going to say all praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone. Double honors. And shalom to the sincere, hopeful, elect, teaching us truth and faith and sincerity. Shalom. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Right? And it's like, quick topic, we're going to just speak on. Is how Esau is destroying this earth physically and spiritually, man. He pollutes the air, he pollutes the food, he pollutes the water. Esau pollutes everything, man. And everything is being, harmed under the vibration of Esau. Because just how as when we're in the kingdom of heaven, the animals are in peace, the animals itself, will actually healthy and fruitful. The complete contrast is what's is happening right now, man. The animals are suffering. The people are suffering, right? Because Esau is in rulership, right? So first which I'm gonna get is Proverbs 29.
Spirit
and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked rule, the people mourn. Now, so when you go back to the 40 years of peace during the time period of King Solomon, everything was what? Was fine and blessed and flowing, right? But now, in this rulership now, Esau, everyone's through, man. In this kingdom, everyone's always got something to complain about. Hell, in this kingdom, the animals have something to complain about, man.
The trees have something.
The trees have something to complain about.
It's crazy, man.
And it's like, even in the kingdom of heaven, the natural scripture says the trees going to sing to the Most High, because there is no fellow come among us.
Yeah.
So that applies onto to people who just go forth and just cutting down, all kinds of trees, man. Esau will cut down like 100,000 trees to just build a car park.
Ridiculous, man.
You got a precept?
This is Job chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. And Esau, man, he's basically a base man. That's why Job said he wouldn't even want them to basically be around he's the dogs of his flock, man. Because he'd end up basically probably having sex with the animals and doing all kind of madness, man. Okay, he doesn't know how to have care for the animals, man.
Yeah.
Okay. The scriptures talk about looking after the animals and that's a righteous thing, man. Okay, but Esau is not about that. Esau is about gain and he's about profit. He's about making money because he's about the love of money, man. Okay, which the scriptures say is the root of all evil, man. So this man right now, we're in his kingdom, and everything that he's doing, okay, he's basically oppressing the nations. He's oppressing people. Okay, he's oppressing the animals. He's destroying the air. He's destroying the water. Okay, you got the Fukushima disaster that happened over there in Japan, and that basically has just gone over all around the different oceans now, because you got the Pacific Ocean, which is basically a massive ocean that has currents that flow into all the different oceans around the world, man.
Yeah.
So you got fish dying in the sea. You got birds falling out of the sky. Because I was watching in Spirit. I was watching a video about 5G. Okay, they were doing tests on this new 5G, and there was birds, sparrows and all that falling from the sky, man. Falling from the sky like in droves. So think about how harmful that is, man. But hey, that's why the scriptures talk about it in Matthew. In fact, can I get this quickly?
Yeah.
Matthew 24th chapter.
Got something after you as well.
Alright, it says, and it says Matthew 24 and 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Okay,
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, because Esau's about death. Everything that he's doing right now, we can see it. It's going to lead on to death, man. Eventually, this guy's basically going to basically wipe. He's looking to, the way he's moving, it's like he's going to just basically disintegrate everything and wipe everything, man.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord has to come and intervene, man, for the elect's sake, man. Okay? You know? Go on.
Got a precept. This is Isaiah 24. And before I say that, the brothers been going into it. They're right, man, because Esau, man, if Esau was kept having the green light to continue this society forever, hey, we'll cease to be exist, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like he's so wicked, and different landmass of the earth, he's doing nuclear tests. And what are these nuclear tests doing, man? You know, it's got some radiation, and it affects the crops, it affects the people. You got people coming out being born deformed. It affects the animals, fishes in the sea. You got fishes jumping out, leaping out of the water.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
You even have animals like cows, right? Who spend their whole lives eating what? Greens, man. You know, which is what grass, right? Now, chlorophyll itself from that grass prevents you from getting any form of cancer. How is it that you have cows now got cancer?
There you go, man. And that proves the scriptures. Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, man. So if the wicked has got the earth in his hands, yeah, he's only going to do wickedness on the earth, man. And part of that wickedness is to destroy. So Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth. You know, mourning is crying, bro.
Yeah.
The earth itself is crying. The seas are crying. The trees are crying. Yeah.
The animals.
The animals. Every aspect of life is crying on the earth.
Because of Esau.
That's it. Because of Esau, man. Ruling it in wrath and wickedness, and fadeth away. So it's like everything on the earth is facing extinction. You see, so it fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people on the earth do languish. Yeah, because Esau, he's haughty, man. He's proud. He thinks no one can take him down. No one can spot his evil doings. He thinks the Most High doesn't have his eyes set on him. He's going to be judged, man. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they, who's the wicked Esau, have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant, man. You know, doesn't want to keep the land Sabbaths. You know, the earth itself is supposed to have peace, man. It's supposed to have rest. You know, he's not tilling the crops properly, or he's treating the animals very badly, where he's like, where they're all locked up in a cage, you know, piling on top of each other.
Yeah.
And they're getting beaten. And it's like, when animals are treated a certain way, they develop some chemicals like toxins.
Yeah.
And when those animals are sold to the consumers, the shops and markets, and people eat them, it's going into the systems of the people.
Yeah, so that's why animals ain't supposed to be killed a certain way, man. Yeah. Esau, like, you know, for example, even though you ain't supposed to actually eat pork, man, the way in which Esau kills a lot of these pigs, yeah, is by pumping them, basically get them all in a room, yeah, and pump it with carbon, so that the pigs can't breathe. And as the pigs can't breathe, they're all screaming around the room and sprinting up and down, trying to find air, and eventually they die. And then after that, they actually get slaughtered, and then you actually eat that. But whilst they're about to die, they're what? All kind of tense and stressed up, which is toxins, man. Now, of course, you ain't supposed to eat pigs, but even that shit, man. The hell is that about, man? That's a demon.
And it says that in research shows that pigs don't have sweat glands.
Yeah.
So they're keeping all them toxins, man. That's why the Lord said it. Leviticus 11th chapter. It's unclean to you, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's wisdom.
This is. Have you got more on that?
No.
Oh,
I think you got the
Proverbs.
same scripture, innit? Yeah, let's just read it back.
Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Right, and Esau was built like a system, right? On just cutting corners, man. Like, for example, man, there's different types of milk. You know, there's almond milk, peanut milk, coconut milk,
Oat milk.
cashew milk, oat milk, rice milk, buttermilk, you know. I mean, obviously, you know, it still comes from a cow, but there's different types of milk. But then Esau's push throughout this whole earth that it's, you know, it can only come from cows, man. So like, the average cow has to be pregnant 12 times a year just to produce milk. Like a cow has to be pregnant 12 times a year to produce milk for the whole year.
Yeah. And there's no variation. There's no well, first of all, for example, like you've got certain vegetables that's just they're not in season, or certain fruits.
Yeah.
You know, there's a season and a time to everything, man. But this guy is just basically pumping these things with different chemicals, you know, genetically modifying them, so that he can just get these massive, you know, fruits and vegetables all year round, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's actually going into your digestive system. It's messing you up, man. That's infusing in your body.
Yeah.
You know, so that's even the scriptures say that we eat our bread defiled, man.
Yeah, if you want to even read that, because even the point on fruits, right? There's like that scripture that this brother just read, that, you know, the earth is fading away, right? That even also affects how big crops can get, right? Because back then, what does the scripture say? It took two
Oh yeah, to carry a cluster of
cluster of grapes, right? Now we can hold a cluster of grapes in our hand.
Yeah. And without seeds in it.
Yeah, and without any seeds in it. Oh yeah, and
seedless grapes.
And can you get that scripture? You know that the earth bring forth fruit with seed bearing it.
Oh, Genesis.
That's in Genesis 1. But what Esau also does is this: if Esau gets a crop, for example, a pear that's this small, Esau pumps it with a gas, right? That helps it expand over 10 times overnight.
Wow.
Overnight. It's actually been seen and spoken of. A pear can be this big, bro. Esau pump it with a gas and it expands like 10 times the size fucking overnight. Why?
Unnatural.
Because he's defiling this earth and trying to find a way to basically change that, bro, by trying to splice his genes. Well, the actual problem isn't his genes, mate. The problem's you.
Yeah.
You're the problem of everything on the earth, man. You are the problem. You so-called white people that go back to see the Esau. The reason why this earth is through and why everyone's catching hell, why the fucking plants are catching hell, the fucking bees are catching hell, right? The people are catching hell, the fishes are catching hell, fucking the insects are catching hell. It's because of you. Like, even me, man, I'm sure when I start with kids, man, you know how often it was to fucking see a ladybird or a caterpillar or a bee.
Or something.
When was the last time you see? When's the last time you seen a ladybird?
I ain't seen a ladybird in
ages.
Ages, man. It might be years.
I ain't seen a ladybird in like 15 years, man.
And like, you know, we don't live out close to the woods or nothing. We live in the city, but in the city it was prevalent when we were young. You know.
Me, where I'm staying, man, I've got like plants outside. I've got a garden and that. I ain't seen. I remember last time I seen a ladybird, man.
Even man, I remember going to the park as a child, and like you know, I'd be spending most of my. I used to be afraid of bees, so I'd be running away from bees, man, in the park.
Yeah.
Now there ain't no bees, man.
Yeah.
There ain't no bees. Like you might see one if you're lucky.
Yeah.
You know.
And then it's through. You can't even fly properly.
It's just like
It's just on the side of the road somewhere,
yeah.
trying to get some sugar.
You got whales beaching themselves.
A fucking
Come on, man.
an animal that's deep in the sea jumps up on land with his whole squad to go and commit like a suicide pact.
Can you believe that, bro? That's Esau right there, man.
You have Esau makes animals do suicide pacts, man. You have like 20 whales. Fuck it, let's kill ourselves, man.
Dumping all the plastics in the water and shit like that.
When the scripture says he's the Lord created the earth for Enoch, which applies unto man, and then the actual seas for like the fishes, man. So why the hell are they gonna come from the deepest depths of the ocean to just go and kill themselves in the sea? Because of you, man.
Yeah.
Have you got that?
Genesis, this is Genesis 1 and 11. And the Most High said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so.
Okay.
And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after its kind, and the tree yielding fruit.
Okay, so it's fruit, you know, sweet, you know, the strawberries then.
After its kind.
After its kind.
Different types,
You know, the strawberries them, the pears them, sweetness them.
Yeah.
Right.
Whose seed was in itself.
Oh, whose seed is inside, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
After his kind, and the Most High saw that it was good.
So the Most High.
Yeah, the Most
So
High.
the Most High.
With all wisdom, all knowledge, everlasting.
The Most High, through his angels, right? Through his Son, to his angels, right? Said it was cool.
Yeah.
It
was bad.
Can you read that again, man?
I'll read it again. Genesis 1 and 12. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind.
Okay, so you know it was set up, you know. No.
And the tree yielding fruit.
Okay, so the tree has a seed and it bears fruit, right?
The tree you put you might put like an acorn in the earth. This how look the Most High had it where you put an acorn in the earth, right?
Yeah.
You can walk away. If it's a land that sees rainfall, rain will pour on it as part of the cycle of water.
It gets that sunlight.
It gets that sunlight. It grows, and then it will produce more acorns.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and they will drop into the earth, and then repeat the cycle.
That's it.
And then the excess is for us to gather.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
It's a perfect system. It's already been set up. But he comes along thinking that he's smart. He's gonna try and be like the Most High.
Nope.
And he basically messes the system up. He stops the record, man. The record's running, and he's, you know, everyone in the room just staring at him. You know, like what's wrong with you, man? That's what he's doing, man. That's why he needs to be taken out, man.
That's right, man. Whose seed was in itself after his kind, and the Most High saw that it was good.
So the Most High saw it was good.
Come on, man.
His angels, his Son, they say, that's on point, man. You know, that's on point. That's on point. Oh, so what did Esau say? I don't like seedless grapes. Can you believe you have seedless fucking watermelons now?
Oh.
You got watermelons, now you got seeds in it. Why?
How? Why and how? Fucking hell, man.
Where's that scripture where it says what's that? Is it
Second Thessalonians?
Yeah,
He calls himself.
Yeah. I think I got it. This is
I think it's 2, chapter 2.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Can you speak of that?
Yeah, can you read that again, Slacker?
Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
That's right, man. And that falling away, basically, that's when we all were hindered from the truth, man. Because we lost our heritage, yeah, we lost our identity, yeah, from different enslavement, but mainly under Esau, man.
Yeah, it started off with 70 AD.
70 AD, the Romans taking over the siege of Jerusalem, yeah, and even now to the Americas, where you read the book of Revelations 11:8,
Yeah.
talks about what this land where it's spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Americas and all over the world, but Esau predominantly is the one that's ruling it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it says, carry on.
And it says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God.
So he opposeth and exalts himself. Yeah, that's that pride of Esau, of all that's called God. So if God created everything, you know, he wants to put his twist, not the Big Bang theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lord and the angels made mankind.
Yeah.
No, we evolved from apes.
Yeah.
All that bullshit. You know what I'm
The
saying?
Lord's a dark-skinned man.
Yeah, that's it, man.
But no, we don't believe in God, but if there was a God, he was white.
Yeah.
So-
So all these patents, you know, Adam and God touched him with the finger, all that faggot shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's you know what I'm saying. That's he always puts his philosophy in it, and that's why you got Jakes out here looking up to Esau. Oh, everything he says, you know, if he gives you the medicine, yeah, when you can go to natural herbs and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and deal with it wisely according to the scriptures, you can get healed.
And personally, I actually watched the old school documentaries from the late 70s, right? Because you know, you any time you watch them old school ones, that's where you get like the most information, right? Basically, a doctor admitted, right, that the herbs, right, that grow in the earth are stronger than the pills and medicines that they make from the herbs. He admitted that. He actually admitted that the herbs are stronger than the pills that are made from the herbs that grow on earth. So anyone who has common sense, who
Go
has
to the
logic, like, I don't need the pills.
Yeah, I'll go straight to the root. Why can't you just go? Well, you can. You go to the supermarket, but why don't you? Okay, let's say you got pharmacies and all that. Why can't you just walk into one and you just got herbs
Yeah.
and loads of just different herbs from all different parts for whatever you need? Oh, what are you suffering from? Suffering from this. Put it together.
That's it.
You know,
Bang
get
it
it
up.
so up. Yeah.
I'm gonna get it.
Can. And you know what? I'll just say this as well before you get that, Bobby Shaw. Well, I was watching a documentary the other day, brother showed me, right? Where this man is actually polluting space. Like these satellites that stop working and all that, right?
For fuck's sake.
And these different things, right?
Ah,
What happens is, the video was saying basically,
Space junk.
space junk. He was saying that in the video that when these things go out of order, when they break, the speed that it's moving at in the space and all that, apparently like these little metal pieces can actually break into like
Atmosphere, Earth.
it breaks the other satellites and stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you just got bunches of space junk that's small, maybe dust size or whatever, moving at top
Yeah.
speeds just around that space. He's just defiled it, man.
How you do that?
How do you do that, man?
Inside and out.
The thing is, there's been countless empires on the earth, and you just somehow said fuck it. I'll do all. That's spiritual though, because he's out. Esau's so wicked. Esau has outdone himself, because when you go into the Apocrypha, where when the Greeks came into power, well, those the Edomites who actually conquered them, the scripture says what and evils was multiplied in the earth. Back then, during the Greek Empire, you always had men then who actually wore a dress, but now you have men who can have a fake pussy now, and have titties. You know, then you probably had men wearing a dress getting popped, But now you can have a man who if you don't take care, you think is a woman, man.
Mm.
So Esau's outdone himself in wickedness.
Yeah. So the Lord gave him a bit more knowledge, and he just
used it
with wickedness, man.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Now I'll bring a precept on what you're talking about, like in the herbs, right? Sirach 38. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which ye may have of him.
Oh, if I could just say on that, a physician is someone who actually looks after your health, man. You know, even the word physical. But a doctor, what you got these days, you go into these hospitals, which are basically nothing but, you know, basically massive, deathbeds.
Yeah.
You go into and blood banks. You go into these places, and then you got a doctor, which the word doctor means to falsify.
Yeah.
So they're there. Okay, you're sitting there in the chair. You're telling them, yeah, so this is what's wrong, and blah blah. And he's there. He's typing into Google the same thing that you did at home.
He's giving you a treatment.
You know, and then he just say, and then he's pressing the Google button, and he sees what it is. Then he types it in, and then the machine says it's this drug and this drug at this dose. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna prescribe you this drug, and then the drugs have got all these kinds of side effects, man.
Right, bro.
So this man's trying to kill you.
Like, I don't get it, yeah. Like, you know, you got Jake parents, right? Who have diabetes, right? And Jake parents will be on these pills for like 20 years. I'm sure some brothers got parents that just had high blood pressure forever.
Oh, definitely.
They got diabetes and high blood pressure forever. So, you know, it's part of the curses. You know, the scripture says the plagues that ain't written in the book I'll give to you, but it's also is linked to our diet.
Yep.
Like, diabetes itself is just because you're having too much fucking sugar. You know, too much glucose is in your blood. Common sense is what? Let me cut down on my sugars.
Yeah. So they get messed up.
Like, even me personally, right? I actually know a person personally who actually got cancer and diabetes, right? And I saw what the official NHS told that person to eat to get rid of the diabetes. You know what I saw in there? I saw fruits, bread, rice, potatoes. I'm like,
Starch and sugar.
starch, sugar, and fructose, which is fruits. I'm like, this is a higher concentration of sugar, spiking their insulin high every single day. But he's supposed to be the most educated people upon the earth.
NHS.
When the scriptures right here is about to explain this, right? How it's really supposed to work. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which you may have of him. For the Lord hath created him. For of the Most High cometh healing. That's right. And that shows how proud Esau is. Because, see, Esau might come across a guy who's got cancer and say, you know, all we need to do is do our studies and our research, and we can come up with a cure. No, how the fuck do you know, mate? How the fuck do you know? Like, even Antiochus, man. When Antiochus got smitten with that sickness, it don't matter what the hell. Do you remember Antiochus? He even prepared a sacrifice in Israel. He got all humble. He said, "Look, man, if you can find a way, he sacrificed. He said, I'll make you the king's friend. All of this, yeah." And he still died, man.
Yeah,
That's it.
Right? But that proves, right, you being healed isn't of your own strength. So why does Esau exalt his whole kingdom on him? Like, we are going to find the cure for this. We're going to find the cure for that. Really, cancer is a plague. Cancer and diabetes and stuff is really a plague that's been sent upon the spiritual fucking Egypt again, man. America is the fattest country on the planet. It's got the highest rate for diabetes. No? And cancer is rife. It's them planes coming back, man. But it says, skip to verse 4. The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor him.
Oh. But he's a fool.
He's a fool.
He's
the
a
fool
liar,
in his heart has said there's no God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll read it again for you. Yeah? The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Was not the water made sweet with the wood?
Yeah.
That happened during the time of Moses, right? We came across water that was so bitter. The Heavenly Father said put like a type of wood in it, and it purified it.
Certain barks and all that.
Certain barks.
Yeah.
Even there's a plant, right, that's really called a weed, right? But it's always near like unclean like types of water. Which one time I actually did some research, and it turns out it's close to unclean water because it purifies the water, right? So the type of barks, that actually makes, purifies water, even makes it even sweet, like even cinnamon and stuff like that spices up water, makes it sweet, right? And it says, that the virtue thereof might be known, and he have given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works.
Like I read an article, I remember what was it, last year, where Esau was talking about this MRSA bug, which is like a hospital bug.
Oh yeah.
And they were saying that basically, for a joke, they found a cure, a so-called cure, in a medieval book. And who was ruling in medieval times? Jake. And they said they found a book where it basically had like an ancient recipe, like you get like Eye of Newt and all that kind of stuff, like an ancient recipe. I don't remember exactly what it was. And they actually concocted the same recipe, and it actually worked, man.
Yeah.
It was actually curing people of that.
Yeah.
So we had all that knowledge. And what did the scripture say, Shah?
And it says, what?
The last one we read, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Well, in verse 4, and it says, the Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
Yeah, and what's the next verse?
Was not the water made sweet with the wood, and the virtue thereof might be known, and he have given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works.
Yeah, the Lord has given us his knowledge and he's given us the skill, man. So there was people that it's called apothecaries.
Oh, it even says it. Yeah.
Oh, does it say that? Okay, yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah. There's apothecaries, man. That they'll delve into, the different herbs that you bring together and the ingredients, and that brings forth, it's basically
it's a skill.
It's a skill, yeah. It brings forth something for your healing, man, or whatever it is, man. Even look, the tribes over there in the native tribes over there in America, like when they'd go to war and all that, they'd go to like a toad or something, and they'd extract the poison. They had certain poisons for war, man, and certain things like that. That's all around the world. You even got that in Moab in China and all that, man. So that's that ancient knowledge, man.
Yeah, and like prior to war, they take certain herbs, right?
Oh yeah,
before war.
Oh yeah, like
maca.
Yeah.
Chia seeds as well, right? I have a quick one though. This is Baruch 3:36. He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved. Right? So that's why when you go into like Gad and Reuben and so on and so forth, and we really, if you just go into the tribes, every tribe's got like a group of people who have a very good understanding, you know, of the herbs, man. Like even me, where I'm from in Ghana, right? There's certain herbs that, you know, that kills things, man. Right? See, even our people in turpentine, do you remember? Like the actual whole understanding of what turpentine does came from slavery, because what used to happen in slavery is that when certain slave masters got really sick unto death, they'd actually go to slaves to heal them. You know, do you remember that time when we was doing all that, like all that studies in turpentine?
Yeah.
I actually came across a person who was saying there was certain like slave masters who when they got sick, would go to the slaves to say, look, man, can you guys heal me because there's something right there, you know? And then sometimes Jake would give him turpentine and fucking heal them guys, man. But because Esau's so vile, right, and he's a demon, Esau will go and go and do research on stuff that works and keep it to himself.
Yeah. Just to make some money, innit?
And instead of that, he'll go and make biochemical weapons, man.
Yeah, which kills you, and then might sprinkle like a bit of the cure in it so that it keeps you alive to make you want more.
Yeah, that's it. But then afterwards, while it's doing that, some side effects are starting to produce.
Yeah, like suicide.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Like this cracker will give you a drug that cures anxiety and depression, and the side effect is suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
What the hell is that about, man?
Suicidal thoughts.
Yeah, basically put demons on you because he's a doctor.
Yeah. Certain things that can cause, like, basically lead to dementia and things like that.
Dr. Demon, bro.
That's crazy, man.
This is have you got a preset?
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, I had just a quick one.
Yeah, read it.
Yeah, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah.
You know? And this guy, hey, he just ain't right, man. He's proud and he just ain't right. His spirit within him, it's not right, man. You know, he's all the things that he's doing is because he ain't right. And he really, ultimately, he needs to be taken out of the earth. He's the odd one out. You know, he's got a job to do right now, and which that is basically do the wickedness that he's doing. You know, and once he's fulfilled that, we ain't gonna need Esau no more.
We're gonna need you, man.
Once he's served his judgment in the kingdom, we just got to destroy him, man. We ain't gonna need that no more.
Esau's a used condom, man. You know, once it's used, you don't need it no more. I mean, what you gonna do? Just try and put it in your pocket. You don't need it no more. What's gonna happen to you, man?
Yeah, but even a used condom, they'll lay on the floor. That's plastic. That might not disintegrate. And that's another thing, plastic.
Yeah.
That might not disintegrate for a while, man. Okay, it needs to get burnt up.
Yeah.
You know, Esau, you need to get burnt up, man.
Yeah,
Pursuant to Obadiah, the first chapter, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right. Got a preset. Try and breeze through it. This is Psalms 14 from the top, and it says,
Used condom.
yeah. Before I've said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works.
Oh.
Yeah, and brothers have been showing you all the things Esau's been doing. You know, to the whole earth and even space, man.
Space.
Come on, man.
What the hell has space done to you, man?
Isn't it?
No, man.
Why are you there, man?
And the guy has the nerve to say that we want to travel into different planets and live there.
You don't even know the Earth.
Nah,
innit?
man.
You don't
You
even
know
know
what I'm
the
saying?
Earth. You haven't even gone into the depths of the Mariana Trench. You haven't even gone into the depths of the
What's
sea.
that in 2 Ezra 4? That 4 and 35? Like basically,
Esau, man.
how can a man try and understand things that pertain to the heavens when he don't even understand things that pertain to the earth?
That's right.
It's around in the 30s or something.
Can't even look after the earth, right? You can't even look after. You're teaching mankind to be homosexuals, trannies, little children. You know, haven't even hit puberty yet, and you're telling them they're allowed to choose their identity to be a male or female or even a fucking dinosaur. What's that, man?
Esau even actually went as far to basically to even say that they're trying to send a group of porn stars to space to go and do a scene there. So that they're the first porn stars to do porn in space.
This is a progressive society.
I mean, it don't make sense, man. I mean, how come, man? You know?
It's ridiculous, man.
You got more on that?
Yeah, they are corrupt, they have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men, these heathen, to see if there were any that did understand and seek the Most High. They're not seeking the Most High. They're not seeking the wisdom, knowledge of the scriptures. They all are gone aside. They are all together become filthy. These people are filthy that are ruling the earth. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Of all the workers of iniquity, no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread. That's it, man. They're just using Jake, man. They use Jakes in these factories. They use Jake for enslavement. Yeah, that's all they do, man. And call not upon the Lord.
Scriptures say they're wearing out the saints, man.
Wearing out the saints. That's it, man. They in great fear, for the Most High is in the generation of the righteous. Ye have shamed the counsel of the poor, because the Lord is in his refuge. Oh, that the salvation of Israel, not everybody, because only Israelites are to be saved, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, and those that scattered throughout the earth, will come out of Zion. When the Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. So that's a future prophecy that we're going to rejoice. So that the Israelites will rejoice, the earth is going to rejoice, the animals, yeah, everything that pertains to life that the Lord created with the holy angels and Yahushua, they're going to once rejoice again.
Oh, I've got a preset up.
What's that? What you again?
2 Peter. This is 2 Peter chapter 3,
Let me find it.
verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that ain't talking about the Lord's going to create a new earth. The earth abideth forever, man. Okay, that means that the Lord is actually going to have righteousness on the earth. It's going to be renewed, man. Even these ICBM nuclear destruction, that's going to be part of the fire, is going to be part of that cleansing and that renewing of the earth, man. The Lord's going to beautify the earth, man. Okay, I done, man. Paradise, man.
That's
okay,
right.
not that paradise over there in California burning right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
Burnt.
hell. That's hell now.
burnt. You know, the Lord is actually gonna beautify this place, man,
Yeah.
because the Lord actually gave it to his people, man. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a beautiful earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. You know, that's something that we're looking forward to. And I've got another preset quickly. And hey, check this out. That's part of the reward. Check this out. This is Revelation, the 11th chapter and the 18th verse. And it says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." So who's destroying the earth right now,
Esau,
man?
Come on.
You know, who's doing all that wickedness? So part of that reward is what we're gonna get to enjoy. That we're gonna get to enjoy that renewing, and they're also gonna get, after he serves his punishment, after we stick it on him, he's after all that. Then it says what? It says, "Shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth, man." So
Yeah.
Esau, you destroying the earth. Well, that's part of the reward, is that you're gonna get destroyed, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna take great pleasure in eradicating you out of the earth, man, because you're a virus, man.
And you ain't gonna be able to like enjoy how this great earth will actually be, man. You are the only people who ain't gonna enjoy this great earth, man.
Beautiful.
Even Ham after 1,000 years, he's going, you know.
Yeah.
Gonna be left alone, man.
He's gonna get them rains on the crops.
Gonna be in rain the clubs.
As long as he's paying them tithes.
And coming to the feast of Ted, though.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it, man.
You know? Because so what does it say in Zechariah 48? Basically, if you don't cut, what's the feast of Tab? Is the feast of weeks or something? It was saying Zechariah 14. Basically, like, if you don't come to a feast, like if the families of Egypt don't come to a certain feast, upon them ain't gonna be no rain. So
I thought you were gonna get that help.
So basically, man, all you fucking heathens gotta just come, pay them tithes, you know. That's like 4 and 10 on down or something. 14 and 10. Upon the families of Egypt, blah blah blah. Even on them shall be no rain. might be a bit earlier. But before that, I'll read this. This is
Oh yeah, I got it.
you found it,
Yeah, Zechariah chapter 14 verse 16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King,
See?
the Lord of hosts, and
Yeah.
to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Yeah.
And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King,
Yeah.
Yahweh
So
Shai.
everyone gonna have to bow, man.
Yeah, every knee shall
Yeah.
come.
Confess.
Says the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
And bro,
And if sorry,
anytime you ain't gonna rain, that's drought and crops increase in value, crops dwindle, people get caught up in famines. Like even what happened in a time of Ahab, man, and Elijah, you know, it didn't rain for the space of 3 years, man, you know, and that was hell. Which Esau doesn't speak about it, but throughout the earth, there's certain parts of the earth where experiencing drought, man. India and stuff. Like I believe there's certain parts of India where it's not rain for time, fam. You know. I actually watched like a documentary on that. Because you know over there it's hot as fuck. There's certain parts of India that it hasn't rained for time. Because you know why? Because the thing is, it's like this. Everything is in balance, right?